It looks like Kevin Hunter is not ready to embrace his future as a homeless man because he actually considers taking Wendy Williams to court again. Even after the judge denied Kevin's petition for his alimony payments to be resumed, this man is full of determination to extort a few more checks from his ex-wife. His desire to own Wendy's millions is so big that he is even ready to neglect his child's needs and spend his remaining resources on attorney's fees. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. We keep our eyes on the most discussed events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. Apparently, it's too early to celebrate Wendy Williams' victory over her ex because he is not the type to give up after one failure. His careless life funded by Wendy's alimony checks was so perfect that he plans to drag Wendy to court again because the judge gave him a chance to win this case. But will Kevin succeed this time? Stay with us until the end of this video so you won't miss any detail. Although Kevin repeatedly claimed that he was entitled to half of Wendy's money, the court did not decide in his favor. His petition for the alimony payments to be resumed was considered not emergent and denied without prejudice. But apparently, it's too early to state that their fight is over because the judge left Kevin with the possibility to take the case to mediation. The final decision states that the issues surrounding the severance payments are disputed and therefore need to be mediated. But it seems unlikely that Wendy will agree to support him and his new family, considering that Hunter completely lost it after being cut off and began shading his ex-wife on multiple occasions. So probably the only way Kevin gets the money is to drag poor Wendy to court again and try to prove that she breached the settlement agreement. This won't be the first time he tries to sue Wendy, and the man got a taste for living off her, and even the amount of money he got after the divorce was not enough for him. You see, after Wendy learned that Kevin made his mistress pregnant, she kicked him out. But it's not like she left him without money. According to documents seen by TMZ, the pair agreed to sell their Livingston, New Jersey mansion, each receiving 50% of the profit. This sum alone, already bigger than an average person in the US, earns per year, but Hunter's greed was growing. He forced Wendy to pay him alimony, so she basically agreed to sponsor not only him, but also his mistress Sharina Hudson and their love child. Also, it stated that Kevin got a significant sum from his ex-wife after selling his share of their production company. And Kevin also sold his half of their mutual production company to Wendy via a lump sum plus a severance package, although the figures remain confidential. Now his sob story about being broke seems at least ridiculous because no way you can waste such funds that quickly. It hasn't been 2 years since the divorce was finalized, but Kevin and Sharina already spent every dime they had received from Wendy. In his petition, Kevin insisted on the alimony to be resumed as soon as possible because his life has been greatly affected and he failed to pay the majority of his bills. He also added that he was dealing with huge pain because he cannot pay for his hip surgery. Fans accuse Hunter of being irresponsible. Here's what one person wrote. I cannot believe that Kevin wants Wendy to feel guilty for his mismanagement of his money. One cannot win, especially if they are playing to lose. His obligations, responsibilities are no longer Wendy's, but rather Kevin and his fiancée. The nerve of some people. Kevin was trying hard to play a drama queen by taking Wendy to court. However, the only thing he got was the judge's kind reminder to reread his divorce papers, where every single condition is plain and clear. Apparently, Kevin's lawyer, who advised him to take things to court, was a cheap one because no way on earth you can miss a huge clause in your agreement that basically warns you about the terms of alimony termination. Since Wendy presently has no other television show being aired and paying her any income, let alone an equivalent salary, she has the right to stop sending Kevin fat checks to feed his family and ego. Actually, no one would be shocked to find out that it was a carefully plotted scheme to leave Kevin and his boo penniless because, come on, their ride on the gravy train should have come to its end someday. Kevin already spent too much money on Sharina when he was still married to Wendy. First, he paid for Sharina's massage school with Wendy's money. Apparently, Mrs. Hudson was not fit for the career of a massage therapist. However, her hunger for new business ideas and the money she never earned was impossible to curb. Then, Kevin invested in another Sharina's project, the clothing brand Vish. Sharina also played a real estate agent for a while, then opened a vegan restaurant. And every single thing was financed with Wendy's hard-earned money. So, no, we do honestly expect that Mrs. Williams will no longer participate in this charade. Kevin and Sharina can try and achieve success on their own. However, everything they can do apart from suing Wendy every single week is flipping pancakes. Kevin's audacity has no limits. The man cannot properly admit his defeat and come back to an honest earning routine. He is so used to ill-treating Wendy and using her for his own profit that nothing is going to stop him from digging into her bank account. The man has always been a poor example of a husband and publicly disrespected Wendy. But after the divorce, he crossed all the lines and repeatedly shaded Wendy on social media. Like that episode when Wendy was sick and Kevin dared to share this post on Instagram. In captions, he wrote, B-Day vibes all week. So thankful to the Most High God for all blessings. I try to tell them health is wealth, not money. God said they'll learn. Have a blessed day. So we can repeat his own words to him. Health is wealth, Kevin. Don't waste your energy on getting more money that you don't even deserve and do something meaningful with your life. But why do we have the feeling that God has not awarded Kevin with the gift of modesty, and that this man will never stop hurting Wendy and leeching off her? He knows exactly that her bank account is frozen, as she is unable to pay for their son Kevin Jr. If you missed that part of the story, Kevin Jr. was evicted from his apartment in Miami and faced a $70,000 lawsuit because Wendy failed to pay his rent in time. So let us get this straight. Wendy has no access to her money. Kevin Jr.'s life was jeopardized because his mom couldn't pay his landlord. But Kevin Hunter Sr. is still confident that he's the one who deserves the checks. Wendy's fans are not happy that this man keeps poisoning her life with his presence and demands. Look what they say about him on Twitter. One person commented, "This guy has no shame. Thank you, Judge. He should have been told to get a job, that the Wendy gravy train is over." And another person wrote, "So the plan was to just live off of Wendy's alimony payments. Kevin Hunter hasn't tried to start a business, get a job, etc. I thought he was the mastermind behind Wendy Williams' business. He's a tragedy." It seems like Kevin should think twice before spending his last coins on attorneys and pushing this case further. After all, if he's really broke, he might also end up completely alone. Wendy doesn't believe that Sharina will be able to stand this kind of poverty and the absence of new Gucci bags. She exposed the true nature of this woman in her interview. Wendy said she was one of these less than smart women who moved to the big city with bright lights and she wanted to be a model. Well, doesn't sound like a description of a girl who will stick around to hold Kevin's hand through all the hardships he faces. But let us know what you were thinking. Let us know what you were thinking. What are Kevin's chances to get alimony from Wendy? Or will another judge shut his scavenging dreams once and for all? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We are eager to know what you're thinking. And as always, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back very soon with the updates on this drama.